Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome to Unstoppable Cornish First Look. Unstoppable is a third-person survival horror game, a bit outside my normal genre, I know, but the developers sent me a code for it, so I thought I'd give it a quick look and let you get your own impressions of it. First of all, let's check out the game. Also, before I go any further, the game is published and developed by Funny Locks Corporation. So let's look at the graphics. So full screen, we seem to have options for resolutions, brightness, and VSync. Audio wise, standard audio setup, which is nice to see. Gameplay wise, a variety of languages, subtitles on and off, subtitle size, which is nice to see, if a bit basic. Controls, I have played the game for a little bit, and the controls are pretty straightforward, if a little bit basic, to be honest. But yes, these are the controls here. You can't change or map them at all, to the best of my knowledge. So that's just how they are. And let's start off from the beginning again. You have different chapters, and you play through the different chapters with your character. So, D-Day, Frederick Works Pegasus. I will say there are some spelling errors here before we go forward, so just be aware. Frederick Works Pegasus delivery company only handles anonymous deliveries. After receiving a phone call, he realizes that tomorrow is D-Day. He must deliver a bag containing a biochemical weapon known as Metis to Schindler Tower. Frederick scans the list of employees who can make this critical delivery, and he notices the name Stephen, one of the night runners whose contract expires tomorrow. Personally, I can't understand why. This seems to be quite story relevant, so I don't understand why they didn't have it in the opening cinematic, but let's go. Starting a new chapter will erase your previous progress. Do you wish to proceed? Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, this is Frederick.
Is the night runner ready to go to Schindler Tower for delivery?
He left 30 minutes ago. He should have arrived by now.
Good. It has finally begun.
It will proceed without any problems.
It must.
Hi, this is Stephen. I've arrived at Schindler Tower. I'll contact you again after delivering the goods.
Okay, we have an introduction to the game. The cinematics, as you can see, are a bit basic. But it's in the title, so I'm not going to hold it against it. Controls are a bit janky. You move with A, WSD keys, and you sprint with Shift. F is interactions with the with objects. So your sort of basic setup. Things glow red when you can interact with them. So let's run and make the delivery. What do we have here? It's in the tower. Trident front desk, Global Bank, TD Capital, Seminar Hall, TD Assessment Management, under construction, Business Center, Department Store, Lobby. And as you can guess, we're going all the way to the top.
You're from Pegasus Express, right? You can leave the goods here and go.
Okay, so we picked up a hammer. And then we seem to have a ton of crazy people with weapons roaming the halls. Let's just beat this person unconscious. Soda drinks recharge your stamina. I just want to get in here and basically... We took a hit. Okay, we took a bit more damage than I was hoping for. So, tab switches your consumables between energy and health, and you can, if I can remember exactly how it goes. Is it Q? Yeah, Q switches your weapons around, and your weapons have a lifespan. Okay, so we took a bit of damage. We need to get healed up. Everyone seems to have gone psychotic and is attacking everybody else, and we have to survive and escape the tower. And that's the general main theme of the game. You cannot also eat consumables or interact with consumables. You cannot change your camera angle, so you're always in this sort of over-the-top view angle. And this is how we shall proceed. Now, we need to get down out of the tower. Some people seem to be incapacitated. That's not great. There isn't a save option. I believe it is just the game auto-saves your progress. And I think it's an automatic save once you've cleared a floor. First things first, combat feels a bit listless. I know you can like target lock with middle mouse button. You can have right mouse button is a slow power attack. Left mouse button is a quick sort of combo attack. I find the left mouse button works better. To be honest, the controls feel a little bit sort of stuffy, for my liking. Not quite as responsive as they should be for a game like this. Okay. Okay. There's anything in here taking? No. Right. You really don't want to fight these guys. You really don't want to fight these guys in groups because of how hard it is to actually target lock. Also, everyone seems to be armed with crowbars and hammers. Like, it's just like this place has an absolute... Maybe they were selling crowbars and hammers, but every enemy seems to be armed with, so far has been armed with the same kind of weapon type, to my knowledge. Most of the reason you want to explore is to find either painkillers or things you can drink or eat to help replenish your health. You can close doors behind you. There seems to be some people that have survived, or at least are in a state where they're not hostile to us. We can't attack them, which is why I'm not bothering to try and hit anybody who isn't sort of flailing manically at us. Let's get ourselves an energy drink. Downside of having an over the shoulder camera angle is it makes it really hard to see what is coming. Like this person here. Okay. She's dead. Can we go out this way? There seems to be an exit. No, we can't go out that way. Right here. Something's on here. Let's see if we can interact with it. My love, Teresa. I might not be able to make it to Denver tomorrow. The company's about to launch new drugs, so I'm swamped. I'll contact you again soon. Take care. Maybe the drug has something to do with this whole situation. Someone patrolling up there. And the enemies do seem to have a pretty good line of detection, so let's grab that. Is that something here as well? No. Not anything we can interact with. I personally find that the energy drinks aren't that useful yet. I've played into about the second or third floor of this tower. Okay. Come at me, bro. Okay. Okay. Killed her as well. Just beat her to death with a crowbar. I mean, it'd be nice to change the camera angles, to be honest, because you get stuck on stuff. And one of the other reasons you want to be wary about getting into melees with multiple enemies is that they can stagger you. That is a thing I have found in this game, is that multiple enemies, just because of how the animations work, they just combat lock you. So basically it means that you end up not being able to actually get attacks off and just constantly get beaten on. The ironic thing is that same process works for you as well. So if you can just lock them up, they can't do anything. You can't seem to talk to any of the people that are also seemingly having mental breakdowns, crying in corners and stuff. Everyone seems to have gone mad. And from what I can tell, the story is told in sort of little snippets, like through the computer screen and cut screens. Let's see if we've missed anything. We had some painkillers, that's good. Painkillers are very useful. But I don't know how much use painkillers would be for someone smacking you in the face with a crowbar. Let's pick up a fresh crowbar. Has more reach. None of the weapons seem to... All the weapons seem to do roughly the same amount of damage from what I can tell. It's just more to do with your range. Okay. Let's see if we can go in here. Nope. Okay. We're on floor 35. And we are going down. We're down to floor 32. Whispering Shadows. Okay. Let's see what we've got outside. Nothing directly below us, from it seems. The computer terminal with some more information. Howard, the Troy mission will start in about 30 minutes. Everyone here will be killed. Everyone here will be killing each other in chaos. I'm going to lock the door to the next floor, so prepare yourself for a noble sacrifice, Benjamin. Okay, so it looks like management knew what was going on, and for some reason decided that they were going to go through with it, because, you know, everyone wants to be locked inside a tower of a bunch of psychopathic lunatics armed with... explains why there's so many crowbars and hammers. If this was deliberately set up, it would be just people suddenly come in carrying boxes of hammers and crowbars. Like, here, free sale of hammers and crowbars, everyone. Take as many as you need. Come on. Okay. There doesn't seem to be a level up system, or at least not one that I've discovered. See, let's go here. Come on, lady. They all seem to have lost their hair as well. They've all seemed to have gone bald. So I don't know what that's doing. Maybe the medicine they took made all their hair fall out. Either that, or they just didn't have the budget to put in hair dynamics. Okay. Nothing interactable here. Personally, like, the controls feel janky. If I'm going to be honest, the controls feel really janky. Like, they're responsive, but they're not snap responsive. Especially when you're, like, running. Like, if you're trying to turn around and fight enemies, it's like there's a noticeable delay. Okay, so there's some more meds. Okay, come through here. And if you have noticed, this is pretty much the similar layout. This is a similar layout to the last floor you're on, relatively speaking. Some alterations. I can see a shadow in here, which means there is someone. Yeah, so we got hit there. As you can see, the hitboxes are a bit strange. Like, they can swing off and still clip us, which is a bit annoying, I'm not going to lie. Right. Can't see anything that we can pick up. Another lore screen. Benjamin, it seems, has started upstairs. I have left a shotgun in the men's bathroom for you. It should be enough to keep you safe. Howard. Okay. Let's see if they can see through the doors. No, it doesn't look like it. Come here, buddy. I ain't going to get any closer in case the guy on the machine aggro, on the drinks machine aggroes. I mean, the blood effects are nice. Let's grab a new crowbar. Like, blood spatter on the surface is always nice to see. But I'd like to be able to change camera angles, to be honest. Can't open that door. Okay, let's beat you up. That door is locked, so we need to find the bloke that has locked the door. I think his name is Benjamin. Okay. I must admit, everyone not having any hair is a bit off-putting, I'm not going to lie. It's like we're fighting an army of clones. So we got a wrench. Maybe it's going to be better than our crowbar. I mean, so far all the weapons have been really the same. They do the same amount of damage from what it seems. You can't see any stats. Ah, painkillers. Nice. Okay. Let's keep going. More painkillers. Very nice. Be nice if there were more interactables, to be honest. Can't go in there. Go over walking stick. Staff member walking stick. Not anymore. Okay. Loads of energy drinks, which we can't take. And that's Benjamin, I take it with his shotgun. There we go. Nasty fight. So let's pick up the room key. and pick up the shotgun. We took a bit of damage. There's nothing else here. We can't choose the computer screen. I must admit, the one thing, like, combat in this game is the main weakness I have found. The effect of not being easily able to lock on to enemies. Okay, let's go down to the next floor. Looming terror. Let's switch weapons. I need painkillers more than anything else. Okay. I mean, that shotgun is just so damaging. Okay. That's locked. I know from the trailers that things will start to get worse for us. Quickly went away. This is the thing, once you get stuck into the combat animation, you can't exit it. So it becomes really problematic. And now we're really, really hurt. And I can't see anything. That's blocked off. It'd be lovely to find some painkillers or something. I mean... So okay, so I have the target lock with the shotgun. I don't know how the shotgun works. Okay, this is the other issue I have with the game. The tutorial, like when you first play the game, you get a tutorial mode. The tutorial mode is not very good because it requires you to interact with certain objects to the toilet to basically trigger. I get the feeling when I first died, it then switched off tutorial mode. Because I was expecting for when the elevator doors open at the beginning of this, on the first level, there's a bloke standing there and you have to sort of fight them as a tutorial thing, and it wasn't there. So I get the feeling the tutorial mode basically cancels after your first run. Overall, Unstoppable, overall, I'm not really a fan. The combat is clunky. Like once you start doing sort of like attacks, you can't break the animation, so you can get stuck in. The hitboxes aren't particularly great either, as you could see there. We sort of got hits from the side, like when enemies would do big swings, and even though we were standing away, we still got sort of like clipped. It really sort of feels like a game that needed a lot more time in the oven, to be honest. They lack the ability to save as well. This game strikes me as something that should be more labelled like a roguelike. For the fact is, like, when you die, you have to basically restart from the beginning again. And it's one of the other issues that I have, is that because you're doing it in a tower block, and they've said, oh, well, it's a tower block, the floors are going to be relatively the same looking, like the same look. You end up running through a lot of very similar looking areas, which can be a bit annoying. Overall, I didn't really enjoy Unstoppable, I'm going to be honest. I think the game needs a lot more time in the oven. Just to even just make it so that the models look different from each other, because they all look the same. Especially through the sections that I've played through, they look pretty much identical. Even if it's just putting stuff like hair on the characters' heads and giving them different outfits would be nice. Also, different weapon variety would be nice. So something that does a bit more damage. Some weapons do more damage but have, like, for example, it should be that some weapons, maybe it's a trade-off. You could have a weapon that basically does more damage but has like less range, or you have a weapon that has longer range and is quicker but has less damage. Something to give like variety. I don't know. But yeah, this has been my first impressions for Unstoppable, my Cornish First Look. Overall, I wouldn't really recommend it myself. But it's up to you if you enjoy that kind of sort of over-the-shoulder horror game. You may be interested in picking up this title, but I would recommend that you sort of look at the video of it online first. I think this game could do with basically having a major sort of patch done to it. And if that's done, maybe if they put in like controllable camera angles and made the enemy models look different from each other and just sort of tweaked combat, then I think you'd have quite an interesting game, I do think. But I've been Cornish-Knight, this has been Unstoppable, and I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye.